Hello, and welcome to another tutorial from Devin Does. Today, we're going to talk about how to pattern puffy sleeves. You can use any sleeve pattern that you have laying around for this. I just have a mock-up here, so I'm going to use that. Lay out your mock-up fabric. You're going to need pattern paper or mock-up fabric for this. I use a simple quilter's cotton in white because it's cheap, easy, and I just have it laying around. Put your pattern piece on top. Make sure it's nice and smooth. You're going to be tracing this out. Take a pen and trace the sleeve out onto your fabric or paper. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to be gathering it, but it would be nice if it's close because it has to fit into the sleeve that you're setting it into. I'm doing a short sleeve here, so I don't have to trace the entire sleeve. To get a nice flat edge, I take my ruler and I draw out a flat bottom line. The ruler comes into handy in a second too. I decided to cut this sleeve into 2-inch pieces just because it's easy, and while I'm going for a fluffy sleeve, I'm not looking for too fluffy or too thinly gathered. Draw lines straight through every 2 inches using the straight line on the bottom as a guide, all the way across your mock-up pattern. As you can see right here on the end, if I cut, it would just be a really small piece, and I don't really want to bother with that, and it would be harder to duplicate too. So now, go through and cut along all those lines. When you're done, you'll have a bunch of little pieces and strips that used to be the sleeve. Make sure you keep them in order so you know where you're putting what. Lay out more mock-up fabric. I know, it's your favorite part. Draw a straight line along the bottom. Make sure it's extra long. Now, every 2 inches, make a little dash so you can place your pattern pieces equally apart. Start laying them out along the line that you've just drawn. Again, this would be a lot easier if I'd kept these in order, but I didn't. You learn these things the hard way. I continue this way until I have them all laid out, so the sleeve is 2 times as long as it was when I first cut it out. Now here's the fun part. Get that pen out again and start tracing along the edges of this new pattern that you've created for yourself. Due to the nature of the sleeve, the top isn't going to line up perfectly. If you make a smooth line so all of the points on top connect in a nice manner that still fits the general shape of the sleeve, I trace the top of the patterns the highest point before I go back and connect all of the dots. The top of your sleeve is going to look a lot different than it did when you first cut it out, but you've now created a sleeve with twice as much volume on the top and on the bottom as the sleeve you started with. Thank you so much for watching. Again, this is Devin of Devin Cosplay. Visit my website or my Facebook page to get links to more blog posts, tutorials, videos, and other content related to cosplaying, sewing, and craftsmanship. Thanks for watching and have a creative day!